What's going on, fam? We back with another video. For this one, we got Film TV on the screen. He gonna be yeah. As a matter of fact, today we got the cartel we're reacting to today. I don't want to say his name wrong, but if I'm saying it wrong, my apologies. But Mencho or something like that, he got killed. I seen something about him getting killed or held or something like that. As soon as I seen it, I was like, yeah, they fucked up. Whoever did that, they fucked up. The whole government. Yeah, that was dumb. You don't mess with the cartel. I didn't seen this shit happen for a long time. But I guess he had a $15 million bounty on his head, and he had a secret lover. So it'd be them secrets that get people caught up. But I don't know what happened. So let's get into this video. Let's react to it. Make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. When y'all subscribe, make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all can get all the videos when they drop. But other than that, y'all know me. Get y'all grabber. Make sure y'all got y'all grabber. And let's rock out, man. Let's smoke, chill. Other than that, yeah, let's get to this video.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
About 97% of the drugs coming in by water, and we are going to start now hitting land with regard to the cartels. The cartels are running Mexico. It's very, very sad to watch and see what's happened to that country, but the cartels are running.
I ain't gonna lie, don't nobody want to hear about his ass talking about some drugs and shit. Everybody want to know about these damn fouls with your ass, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's all I've been seeing when it come over Donald Trump. Everybody talking about them damn fouls. That's all a nigga want to hear about from you. But, yeah, I ain't gonna cap.
And they're killing 250, 300,000 people in our country every single year. You have to do something with Mexico. Mexico has to get their act together because they're pouring through Mexico, and we're going to have to do something. We'd love Mexico to do it. They're capable of doing it, but unfortunately the cartels are very strong in Mexico.
Taking a closer look at where a notorious drug cartel leader was killed in Mexico as a wave of cartel violence continues to erupt in popular tourist areas. Take a look at this. You can see the compound where the drug kingpin known as Mencho was.
I know this nigga Trump ain't pretty much trying to hint towards he finna bring the military in and act with the cartel. If I'm in the military, them niggas say we finna go up against the cartel, nigga, I quit, niggas. Send me home, nigga. Fuck that. This shit is not worth it, nigga. I'm not for this racist ass, fucked up ass country. This country is messed up in so many ways, man. And the fouls coming out just exposed a lot more. But ain't nobody fighting for this, man. Who?
Taken out by Mexican special
not fighting
forces
for this
on
country.
Sunday.
I am a little bit of scared.
Oh wait, I'm tripping. I'm thinking that's the cartel.
On Sunday.
Oh wait, no, I'm tripping. That's blue and red lights. I said that's the cartel, and they got blue and red lights on the car, bro. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's been a long day. Let me spark the blunt. I can't believe I just did that. That's stupid.
I am a little bit of scared. Hey y'all, it's Ayana Fix My Credit. I am safe, but they are not letting us outside at all whatsoever. I am a little bit of scared, very scared, because all you see in Mexico is people like literally driving around with AK-47s, trucks and shit's
the
going
cartel.
up, shit's on fire.
Just how people before time been saying the gangs run LA. The cartels run Mexico, bro. They do what the fuck they want to do. That's they shit. Like, I don't care if nobody telling y'all. That's they shit, bro. Like, they gonna do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it.
I am safe, okay? We cannot fly out the airport whatsoever because they literally shut down the whole entire airport. So hopefully, I'm praying that we can leave tomorrow because this Mexico City stuff is starting to become very, 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 very scary. And my heart is not stop racing either, but I'm gonna try to relax and enjoy this pool and this city view in Mexico because, yeah, I'm praying for people, man. This shit is very, very scary.
Burning buses, highways locked down, cities across Mexico looking like a war zone, and one of the most feared cartel boss.
And you know the craziest thing about all that, like if y'all didn't hear what he said, cities. He's not talking about like just open military land or whatever, like where y'all choose to fight at. No, this is happening in the cities of Mexico. So then again, that's like people got to still take care of their kids, take care of their family, go to work, take the kids to school, all that. They got to do all that within the midst of all this. Like, just imagine, bro. That's a crazy way to live, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's a crazy way to live, man. That's crazy. That's just wild to me.
This is in modern
that's just
history
what I keep thinking about.
And the world is asking one question. Was this justice or pressure from across the border? After months of political tension, extraditions, and a $15 million bounty hanging over his head, El Mencho, the face of Jalisco New Generation Cartel, was finally tracked down. Mexican officials now say a woman close to him became the catalyst that helped lead investigators to his location.
It's always
but as
like
the
that.
smoke filled the streets and cartel retaliation spread it like wildfire, President Trump kept quiet. But it was 4 words he said before all this. They got U.S. citizens raising eyebrows, especially the ones that's unfortunately stuck over there at the moment. Quote, Mexico must step up.
By the way, you have to do something with Mexico. Mexico has to get their act together because they're pouring through Mexico, and we're going to have to do something. We'd love Mexico to do it. They're capable of doing it, but unfortunately the cartels are very strong in Mexico.
Claudia Scheinbaum, and you told me at one point you had offered to send U.S. troops into Mexico to combat drug trafficking there. Is that something you would
like Claudia? I think she's a terrific person. I would say every single time I talk to her, I offered to send troops.
And she's just not willing?
She's concerned. She's a little afraid. The cartels are running Mexico, whether you like it or not.
So today, we're not just talking about a cartel boss being taken
Bro,
down.
these niggas got military grade weapons, military armory, military vehicles, and you niggas think y'all just finna run in there and take over that shit? I don't care if you the U.S. military or the Mexican military. You think y'all finna just run in there and take over that shit, bro? That shit's not finna happen like that, bro. They got all, bro. I ain't even finna get all deep into detail, but these niggas got all kinds of shit, like, bro. And it's just me thinking off the top of my head, off the things I've seen in my life, movies, all that. Like, these niggas are all kinds of shit, bro. Like, this shit is not finna go the way Trump think it is, bro.
Politics,
I will say that.
pressure,
if you think he finna
and
send
power
troops in.
moving behind the scenes. Because before the raid ever happened, nearly 100 cartel figures were quietly handed over to the United States, including El Mencho's own brother. Trump labeled these groups terrorists. Mexico resisted U.S. troops crossing the border. And then suddenly, one of the most wanted men in the world is killed, and the country erupts. So the real question is this: did Mexico pull the trigger on the operation alone, or was this the result of a much bigger geopolitical play? This might be the first kind of video we do of this kind, so I did my best to do extensive research along the journey. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family, if you like me, you paying when it's time for taxes. You're not getting no return. So with that being said, you gotta learn my QR code and talk about El Mencho. We gotta understand something. Mexico is not the United States. It's a separate country with its own army, its own president, and its own rules. So when Donald Trump talks about sending U.S. troops across the border, that ain't just politics. That's sovereignty. And for Mexico, letting another country military operate on their soil could look like losing control of their own war. Now look, even though Mexico isn't a part of the United States,
control
the
to begin with.
reality is the two countries are tied together by money, security, and one long border that never sleeps. And for months, pressure had been building behind closed doors. Donald Trump wasn't just talking about immigration. He was calling cartel terrorists, offering a $15 million reward for El Mencho, and pushing Mexico to go harder than ever before. But Mexico's president made one thing clear: no U.S. troops crossing the border. So instead of boots on the ground, a different kind of partnership started taking shape. One built on intelligence, trade leverage, and quiet extraditions that most people never even heard about.
97% of the drugs coming in by water, and we are going to start now hitting land with regard to the cartels. The cartels are running Mexico. It's very, very sad to watch and see what's happened to that country, but the cartels are running, and they're killing 250, 300,000 people in our country every single year. The drugs, it's horrible. It's devastated families. You know, you lose a child or a parent. I mean, parents are dying too with drugs. So we've done a really good job. We're knocking it down. The numbers are really getting to be, they're always going to be too high if you have one person, but they're going down just like the border. The border was a total mess for.
Quick side note, he keep talking about drugs. I was just thinking, quick side note, y'all know in Oregon, y'all can every drug is illegal. Like if y'all get caught with a drug, y'all could just say y'all use it, and y'all be fine. Like I was just thinking about, my mind just be random. I'll be at 100 places at once. But yeah, I was just thinking about that when he kept talking about drugs. Keep bringing up drugs. So yeah, if y'all didn't know that, y'all know that now.
Years.
Just talking.
I did it the first time very quickly, and this time I did it even better because this was a bigger mess. This was a border like no other probably in the history of the world. There's never been a border like that when anybody could just walk into your country.
Now, fam.
Do you support Israel and the Jewish people? Now, more than ever, Israel needs committed friends around the world to voice their support in her.
Months before the raid in Jalisco, the first cracks in the cartel's armor were already showing. In a move that many people didn't even notice at the time, Mexico quietly handed over 92 suspected cartel figures to the United States to stand trial. Not small players neither. High-level traffickers, security commanders, and even Antonio Cervantes, the brother of El Mencho himself. For years, extradition requests sat untouched. Crazy. But once cartels were labeled foreign terrorist organizations, the pressure changed everything. To some observers, this wasn't just cooperation. It was Mexico sending a message. The era of protecting cartel power behind politics might finally be coming to an end.
7 members of Mexican drug cartels are now in the United States as the Trump administration puts pressure on governments to crack down on criminal networks it says are smuggling drugs across the border. Mexican authorities handed over important figures from the most infamous cartels who all have pending cases here in the U.S. Valeria Leon is covering the story from Mexico City.
On the first anniversary of President Trump's second term, Mexico announced the transfer of 37 inmates to the United States. This is the third operation of its kind in just 1 year, something unprecedented in the relationship between the two countries. In total, Mexico has now sent 92 high-risk criminals across the border. This latest transfer began at El Altiplano, one of Mexico's highest security prisons. 7 military aircraft flew the inmates into U.S. territory, sending them to 6 cities: San Diego, San Antonio, Washington, D.C., Houston, New York, and Pennsylvania. According to a post on X by Mexico's Secretary of Public Security, Omar Garcia Harfuch, these 37 inmates were operators within major criminal organizations and were considered a real threat to national security. The government emphasized that the operation respected Mexico's sovereignty and was carried out under the agreement that death penalty would not be considered. The request for their transfer came from the U.S. Department of Justice, but this wasn't the first time. Back in August, Mexico sent another 26 inmates to the U.S., a group that included figures like Juan Carlos Felix, the son-in-law of Sinaloa cartel co-founder Ismael El Mayo Zambada, and Servando Gómez Latuta, a well-known leader of Los Caballeros Templarios. That August operation had been preceded by the first transfer, carried out early in February, when Mexico handed over Rafael Caro Quintero, one of the most wanted fugitives in the United States since 1985, after the kidnapping and murder of DEA agent Kiki Camarena. And here's the key point. None of these 3 historic transfers were formal extraditions. Mexico insists they're not extraditions at all, but rather transfers carried out under a cooperation framework between both countries. Valeria Leon, CNN, Mexico City.
And among those transferred was Maria del Rosario Navarro Sanchez, the first Mexican citizen to face charges in the U.S. for providing support to a terrorist organization. She's accused of conspiring with a cartel.
Now, when Trump asked, Mexico was holding up their word, but it was one person they wanted. and they put a $15 million bounty on his head to get him. The guy who technically replaced El Chapo once he went down. Two different organizations, but one rose to the top.
That makes sense why they put a $15 million. It was El Chapo replacement?
2026.
All right.
Months of pressure from the United States. Dozens of cartel figures already extradited. An intelligence tightened around one of the most hunted men alive. Mexican special forces moved towards a residence hidden inside Jalisco. Authorities say the breakthrough came after information linked to a woman close to the cartel boss helped narrow his location down. When soldiers surrounded the property, officials say El Mencho was inside, moving cautiously, unaware that the circle around him had already closed. Photos released from inside the residence show a quiet setting, but outside, heavily armed units were preparing for a confrontation. Years in the making. There was no sirens, no public warnings. Mexican forces breached the location, taking him into custody after a tense operation that officials described as high risk from the start. For a brief moment, it looked like one of the most powerful cartel leaders in modern history had finally been captured alive. But the operation didn't end there. During transport, chaos erupted. Gunfire broke out, and according to early reports, El Mencho was shot and killed during the confrontation involving special agents on the ground. Details remain intense and controversial, but what happened next was sent shockwaves across the country. As the smoke cleared, one of the agents involved appeared on camera, showing the cause of the operation and the violence that unfolded behind the scenes. A moment that revealed just how dangerous this mission had become, even for the forces carrying it out, showing a bullet in his chin.
Okay. Yeah. Shit really took place.
Within hours of the news spreading, retaliation hit fast.
Like I thought.
Buses burned, highways blocked,
They
entire
finna fuck the whole city up.
lit up in
It's over
flames
with.
as cartel cells react to the loss of their leaders, even showing off their fleet of military cars and armor.
I don't know why y'all thought that was just gonna happen and no retaliation was gonna come forth. Oh, so this is the cartel. Damn. They got the brand on the car. Man. Don't catch me out there. Like, look at these, bro. Look at these guns they got. These niggas is not, bro. They all got some big. Look at this, bro. Let me get myself up the way, bro, so y'all can see what I'm talking about, bro. This, you got, bro, pointing at this motherfucker. These motherfuckers got Call of Duty loadouts, bro. These niggas look like they ready for Warzone squad. It's crazy. That's crazy. These niggas really like they about to hop out the plane for Warzone. This don't make no sense, bro. Y'all done fuck with the road people, man. That's crazy. And it's still going. They still going.
Shit, crazy cartel tripping and shit, man. I was supposed to leave Sunday. Nigga stuck out here, ain't no flights, no nothing, man. This shit's crazy. I got work, I got a daughter I gotta get back home to. Man, this shit for the birds. If y'all know any
man, you might want to sit your ass right there. Let the plane go off. All you gonna hear, boom. That shit gonna be flown straight out the air, bro. They not playing, bro. Y'all might want to just relax.
Or any recommendations, comment below. DM me soon, man. This shit crazy for sure.
Man was sought, located of one of El Mencho's romantic partners who transferred her to a facility in the town of Tapalpa, Jalisco. In that place, she met with El Mencho, this romantic partner, and On February 21st, she left the property and information was obtained that El Mencho remained in that place. He stayed there with a security detail the same 21st.
And just like that, a man who moved like a ghost for years became another name in the headlines. But the real story doesn't end with one raid, one house, or even one cartel boss. Because when power falls in the underworld, somebody always step up to take his place. Now they
Exactly.
saying a 29-year-old is set to step up. But in this video, we watch politics, pressure, and the streets collide. From Washington to Mexico City, all the way down to the people just trying to make it home to their families. So now I want to hear from y'all. Did this operation bring a real change, or did it just open the door for the...
That's the video, y'all. My opinion, man, it didn't bring for no real change. All it did is fuck everything up. They too deep. They too deep. They finna just next man up. Like, they too deep. Next man up. Whoever's supposed to be in charge now. They finna run the whole operation. Like, the show must go on. Like, it's, I don't know what y'all thought y'all was doing, but y'all 38 people, whatever y'all said, that ain't enough people. Y'all need to be fucking taking down half the fucking team, if anything. Like, y'all tripping, bro. But all y'all did is y'all finna mess everybody up. Now, ain't no flights going out because now they finna be getting scared or getting shot out the sky. That's crazy. To my people out, my U.S. citizens out there, in Mexico, wherever this is going on now, I hope y'all being safe, staying away from everything. Hope y'all make it back home safe to y'all children, whatever y'all got going on, y'all situation. But yeah, I just hope y'all make it back safe. But other than that, yeah, they didn't make nothing better in my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. When y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you get the videos when they drop. Other than that, I'm gonna get at y'all, man. Y'all be safe. That's crazy.